Hi, Becky. I wanted to send you a couple other tips for setting up your courses. The first thing I want to show you is how to make sure that you have all of your assignment due dates set up in the course calendar. So what you're going to have to do is go into each and every module into the assignment tab. So let me show you how to do that. You go into the assignments tab. And I believe I've already set this one up. So you go into the first assignment, you use the drop down, and then you hit edit. Under the edit tab, you can put in your due date. Now, everything is due on Sunday except for your discussion post. So I'm going to show you how to do that manually also. So in here you can see that this is module 1. This assignment is due Sunday 1/2. So you can actually just click the calendar, click the date, and then you always want to make sure that this one says end of day. Okay, and it'll show up at 11:59, and then you just hit submit. So you do this for every single assignment under each module. So I already did my module 1, so I'm going to go into module 2 and just show you under the assignments tab. So when you click here, this is my path reflection. I'm going to edit it, and then I'm going to scroll down and click due date, and then my calendar. I'm going to go to January, and this would be due. This is module 2, so it would be due. This would be module 1 is due here. Module 2 is due on this Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and click down to end of day and hit submit. Now I'm going to do this for every single assignment in the course. So I'll do one more for you. Immunization tracker. Scroll down. Due date. And January 19th, end of day. Okay, so again, I'm going to do this for every single one. Now, you're going to be able to, the students are going to be able to see the course calendar. So when I go to the course calendar, I have a lot of courses on here. So again, you're going to see this is from last quarter. So when you scroll down, you're going to see all your courses from every quarter here. So what I go ahead and do is I go ahead and uncheck all of them. That way I can start fresh. I just go ahead and uncheck all of these ones here. So I don't see any of those. Okay. Then I go up and I look for the courses that I have this quarter. So this was summer. We don't want that. This was summer, fall, summer, winter 19. Okay. So here is my 1350 fundamentals winter 2020. So I want to see that one. Okay. And then I want to also see, this is your course, the 1460. So I'm going to click that. I'm the secondary instructor, so I'll be able to see that. And then I'm going to look for, here's my 1570 course. And then I'm going to look for my externship course. Okay. So now you can see, look at how close these colors are. See, this one's blue and this one's blue. So I'm going to go ahead and change that out. So all I do is click this little thing in the side, and then I can grab a different color. So now I have a blue, I have a maroon, I have a teal color, and a green. So I think I'm okay. So now the only thing that's going to show are those 4 classes. Now, since I'm setting up just my my first course, which is the 1350, I'm going to go over to January, and you're going to see that some things have populated already into the calendar because I've already put module 1 in. I started module 2's assignments. Okay. Now, what's kind of cool about this is when I originally went back and said copy over the things that I manually put on the calendar, that was when I showed you how to put your announcements in too, to copy them over. So what this already did for me is it's showing my discussions in here. So all it did was take the same thing that I put in for last quarter, and it went ahead and put my discussions in here. Okay. Now you just have to make sure that they're on the correct days. So this one is on Tuesday. So their first post is due on Tuesday, midnight, and then their final post is due Saturday. So these look like they populated pretty well. The only thing that I like to make sure of is at the end of the quarter, So we're talking March. We want to, yep, it worked. Okay. So in this sense, this would be week 10. And then for week 11, I only make them do one discussion post by Wednesday. So it worked good. Now you can actually move these around. If you want to give them till Friday, you can grab it and move it. Okay. And it'll move it over to Friday. But remember, this last week of the quarter, it closes Friday. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move this back to where it was. Okay. And this populated. So I believe I did this for you in your course for last quarter. So when you do that copy announcements over, go ahead and click calendar too, and then it'll put your discussion post in there too. Just make sure that it's checked. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go back home. I want to show you one little kind of odd thing that you're going to have to do. So this is your new course here, and then I'm going to go into your old course, which is right here. So remember we talked about moving some of those things that you wanted in there. So for example, this course project template. And then these lab notebook assignments, okay? What I was looking at is if I go into this and click on it, I can move this one. So I'm just going to show you how to move this. You hit move, and then when you go into your course for winter, you're going to want to move it into this section, not into a module. So you want to move it here. Now, what sometimes happens is when you move it into these sections here, like under the syllabus or whatever, it sometimes ends up way down here at the bottom. Okay. Now to change that, you'll see there's this little arrow thing. Okay. And you can actually move these things around. So you just click this, and let's say you wanted that at the top, you just click it to go up. So you go up, 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 and you hit submit, and then it'll put it in the area that you want it. Okay. The other thing is if you want to add a section over here, like I added this course template section, you can add a section and you can say it's a content area. So I'm just going to call it test area, whatever. Okay. And then I'm going to say it is available to the users, and then I'm going to hit submit. Now watch what's going to happen. See, it went down to the bottom and I don't want it there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my little arrows and pull this down, hit test area, and then just kind of push it up to where I want it. Let's say I want it right under my syllabus. So it's going to look like that, and hit submit and say, okay, now you can see that it moved. Now, when you open this up, you can actually put content in here. So if you want to put, PowerPoints in here, if you want to put, any type of files, you can put them in this section. So you can name these different sections and move them around wherever you want them. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Okay. All right. So those were a couple things that I wanted to show you. Let me think if there was anything else here. Go back up. So for example, for me and my new course, I moved, you'll see this. I took this this orientation area here, and now the problem is you can't do it from there. You have to click onto orientation, and then you have to do it from here. Actually, I can't even do it from here. So what I'm going to have to do is I'll go ahead, and it won't let me move this. So I'm going to go ahead and download these two things, just open them up, and then I'm going to save them, and then I'm going to make a new orientation section. So I'll show you how I do that real quick, just for the heck of it. All right, so file, save as, PCE. I'm just going to save this on my E drive. Then I'm going to open the other thing that I had there, which was the PowerPoint. Some things that you can't move as easily as some of the other things. So again, I'm just going to save this. Okay. So now I'm going to close this. I'm going to go into my new course, and I'm going to go ahead and make a new thing that says orientation. So I'm going to add a content area. Orientation, available to users, submit. Okay, ended up at the bottom. So I'm going to place it up here. Orientation, click all the way up to wherever you want it. I'm going to put it under my syllabus. Right there. Hit submit. Okay, so now here it is. I'm going to click in it. And then I'm going to build my content. I'm going to put a file in. Let's call this MA Handbook. Browse my computer. I already know that I put it in E. There's the handbook. Open it. Submit. Then I'm going to build more content. File. I'm going to call this Orientation PowerPoint. Browse my computer. There's PowerPoint. Open. Submit. Okay, so now my orientation is back where it needed to be. Okay. Like I said, some things are just easier to move than others. Also, you'll notice in my course I've added a couple things which you can do. I just want to show you a couple tips on that if you wanted to add some things. So this is not normally here. It's called TextPad. So normally it just says course announcements, but what I did was I went ahead and I added a course module. So I went down to the add and then I looked for TextPad. And it's already there. So it'll say add, and then you scroll down to the bottom and hit OK, and then it'll add it. Okay, so what I did was it came back and it actually added it underneath this one, like this it looked like. But if I wanted it on the top, so I just drug it and put it here. Now this is kind of cool. If you want them to notice like your announcements, I put this in there a couple of quarters ago. It's a scroller, so it's called a marquee. So when you go in, you're going to see all you need to do is type the arrows that go around marquee, type out the word marquee, okay, and then you write, like I wrote, scroll down to check course announcements weekly. You will find vital information on what will be required each week. And then you just hit, and then you put the marquee there again. Okay, you put this there. Okay, this one looks like this. This one looks like this. Okay, and then hit submit. And then the scroller will come across the screen like this. I added some other things in here. The only reason I use this live classroom session is this is the only place that you're able to add this Padlet thing. And I can show you how to use Padlet. This is pretty cool. The students can actually just click on here like this, and they can add information right to this thing. So it's pretty cool. A lot of the students will just click on and say what their goals are or whatever, and it works pretty neat. So I use that usually for my 1350 class. Again, I'm going to go over MindTap activities probably when I get home from vacation, because there's some certain things that you have to do, and you have to do it right the first time, and I don't want to miss any steps, so I'll wait until I get home. So this is video number 2, so let me know if you have any questions.